I do not know if anybody's on here tonight because it's the night of Tinley. Slash, first one in. How you doing, buddy? Might be a lonely night tonight. Might be just me and Slash in here. If everybody's wondering, if anybody's in here and they're wondering what that is, it's my mental status going fire crazy. Nah, Becky's burning a candle over there. And then there's the TV over here. I will get up and shut stuff off here in a minute. But we'll go about 5 minutes. If nobody else shows up, then we will be off. 2 shows tonight, Tinley and one in California, so may not be many people on here. We'll give it a minute. And it's a Saturday on top of all that. So tonight might not be the night to be on here live. Oh, one thumbs up, one thumbs up. 2 people. Hey, Theory, what's up? How's everything going there? It's really cold here tonight. Luckily, it's going to warm up tomorrow and the next day. Give it a few more minutes, and if not very many people show up like only used to, then I'm going to get off. Not that there's anything wrong with used to. The wife said a birthday party. $28 there. It is officially here right now. Hey, House of Inverts, how you doing, buddy? Let me see. The temperature here right now is 16. Why are you pissed, House of Inverts? What happens? Everything okay? Hey, David Whalen, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Platinum Scales Reptiles. $56 there, yeah. Well, what happened there, David? I mean, House of Inverse, what happened, buddy? This is like a therapy hour. We're here to help. The dog. You guys got to hold on a minute. I have to put the dog out. You guys are going to have to go in the dark for a minute. But I didn't go nowhere. Sick of waiting for... Oh, yeah. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on 1 minute. All right, guys, I am sorry I put everybody in the dark. I didn't mean to do it. Did not mean to do it. Hey, Heather, how you doing? Platinum Scales, how you doing, buddy? Hey, I'm super excited. Oh, yes, Sun Tigers. Very good. So what's wrong with your electricity, if you don't mind me asking, House of Inverts? I'm doing pretty good. Not bad. Doing some hot work on the house today, and you guys will just have to see tomorrow's video. Quite interesting. No, they're not for beginners. They're very fast. I also heard that for a New World species, their venom can be a little bit potent for a New World species. Not that it's going to like kill you or anything. But it was, oh yeah, I suppose you got the Cayman, right? Oh, I hate it when the electricity goes out somewhere. Oh, 3 months? You've been out? It's been out for 3 months? I'd be on somebody. Well, that's awesome. Hey, James, how you doing? Yeah, I was watching a video on the Sun Tiger. I can't remember what it was. It was like, this is how fast it seemed to me. The guy opened up the container, boom, it was out. Next thing he knew, he saw it was in the other room. He went to go get it in the other room. By the time he got his catch cup and got over there, boom, it was gone. Yeah, I have to agree with Heather there. What's name? If I had to recommend anybody for you, David, for getting it, I would definitely recommend Nerd. You might think they're a little more expensive, but you're getting something that is healthy and very well maintained. I don't always look at prices. I look at quality of the animal. House of Inverts, it might be time to move to a different place or something. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Huh. Oh, you haven't seen any on Kevin's site? Maybe you should he's got a contact number or something. Contact him. It costs you $300 a week to stay there. Whoa. There's a few places. Blackwater, I think, had them. I don't know how well they are. I've never purchased from them. Things like that. Curvier's Dwarf came in platinum scales. You said that's only the bathroom and the hallway, right? House of Inverts? Well, I suppose that you don't have to worry about winter down there either. It's really hot, isn't it? Well, Slash, I can answer that question for you right there. He needs to name it Andrew. After this guy who talked to his wife on here said, you should let him get it. I'm just kidding. No, that's not bad at all, platinum scales, because I know how the feeling is. As soon as you get one, it seems like you want more and more and more. Yeah, see, David Whalen's on board. Andy the Cayman. There you go. Oh, hey, John. How you doing? We just sitting here chit-chatting today, that's all. Yeah, the addiction for tarantulas can take off pretty quick. I'm doing great. How about yourself? We'll let her get. We'll talk to her, David Theory. We'll get her into letting you get tarantulas too. Family Jewels, what's up, buddy? How's it going? We yeah. See, there's rules everywhere about stuff. You know, when you're living in. First off, you got to have room, like you just were saying. So the melanistic ones are very cool. I also, have you ever see the pied ones, John? The pied ones are just phenomenal. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, they are insane. I like the Caymans. I like theory there. That's my dream, is to have a curved ears dwarf caiman. They're just phenomenal. When I had the pet store, we used to sell them in there, so it was pretty cool. All right, House Invert, stops for thank. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know what's going on. Caimans are cool. Caimans are very interesting. Yeah, they're pretty pricey there, Theory. Same with the albinos. And I have never seen a pied for sale that I know of. I know I've seen the pieds, but I don't think I've ever seen one for sale. Oh, we weren't talking about him. We were talking about Theory. Oh, yeah. See, yeah, they're easy to definitely fall in love with. They have a very good, very high intelligence level, I should say. Oh. Well, I have to admit, they are kind of cute. Yeah, it depends on the definite species there, slash. They can range all different sizes. I don't know. I think they're kind of cute. I have spiders. I think they're kind of interesting. And once you get one, you definitely get addicted. Yes. Yeah, the postal therias are kind of cute, and so are uh, the Goody Sapphire is about the best one. That's the one everybody in here should get. That's what I like about the caimans. That's especially what I like about the Curvier's dwarf caiman. It's kind of got that look to it. Yeah, no. If you're scared of them, that's one thing. My son was very scared of the tarantulas, and then Andrew's tarantulas did a video for him, and then he was watching them for a long time, and then he said it would be okay to my wife to get one. She surprised me with it, and then it definitely changed as we got him. Now he goes in and looks at him all the time, so he got past it. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Theory, where are you going to keep it at? I don't platinum scales. No, what I have are um, they're the Brachypelma vagans, the Bulbocabulcas, the I have the curly hair and the Hapalopus species Columbia large. Yeah, and Jeff has a Chalcodes. Jeff has way more scorpions and tarantulas. Very good. You can kind of train them, Theory, to yeah. When you go to feed them and stuff, it's you can definitely train them to a point. Thanks for stopping in, John. It's great to see you here, buddy. Some tarantulas can be very, very pricey. I have noticed that for sure. Some can be very, very pricey. So, yeah, I've seen one that was, and it was wasn't a sling. It was between a sling and an adult. It was like $700. Crazy prices. Oh, the sun tiger. Yeah, that's your. Well, Jeff, just order yourself a sun tiger, buddy. It's got the little Nike swoosh on all its legs. That's why Jeff likes it. It runs real fast. Yeah, that will be the trick. When your kid comes out, Dad, it got my finger. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yes, ball pythons. Very good. Good choice. I think you will do very well with them. And my next thing is going to be some more hognose, I believe. But then you never know. Man, what's up? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, super dwarf retics are very cool. They are very, yeah, just because, well, I've seen your videos. I know you know that just because it says super dwarf, you know that they can get a pretty good size anyway. Yeah, it'll only take once for them to learn. It'll only take one trip to the emergency room to get stitches also. One bad incident looks bad for the whole reptile community. I have to agree. Theory, I wouldn't either. Oh yeah, Berms, one of my favorite. I am going to start looking at some. I got to start looking at some of them. I used to breed Berms, and the wife and I want to get back into them. Oh, I'm not trying to be, I don't mean to come off like that, David. Theory. I ran a pet store for 20 years almost, and I've seen a lot of people say that, and then bad things happen, and then you're like, I told you. Berms are beautiful. I love berms. They're just they're on a different level with me. Hey Ed, how you doing? The wife would never let me have venomous if I had. Well, not that I can have them here, but she would never let me have any while we had kids for sure. Yeah, David Whalen, what kind did you used to have? Jays, what's up? Congrats on that, Jay. They kind of are, but you know, as many as I've had, I've never had an issue ever with them. Ever. Western Diamondback. Have fun, Platinum Scales. Thanks for stopping in. Good night. So, Jay, what are you going to get, though? You got to give us some kind of clue. Got to give us some kind of clue there, buddy, what you're thinking. I can answer that. To my everybody in here probably have a different answer for you, Slash, but mine would be the excitement, the look, just what they're capable of doing. Well, that's awesome. Everybody, you know, there's nothing wrong with normals. It all started somewhere. But that would be the reason I would want to own some, Jeff. Just it's why when I go out places, I look for them. Hold on, guys. I got to go take care of the dog. He's barking. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. down, boy. Sorry about that, guys. The only reason I cover that over, like I said, Becky's sleeping back here. Yeah, be proud of your normals. There's nothing wrong with them. Oh, very bad for the animal. There's no reason for to do it at all. So you wish you had a normal in your collection, huh? Yeah, I got two. Well, one's head for albino, but I got a few normals in my collection. Just nothing wrong with them. I like them. Well said, David. It is the beauty of the animal. Definitely the beauty of the animal. Yes, and I do believe, James, that everybody should have a normal in their collection, because if you have something and you're not 100% sure if it's something different or what it is, that's the way to do it. Breed it to a normal and go from there. And they're good to have with your dinker projects. Like, see, you got something you think it's different, Yes. I'm definitely breeding my female, my hog noses this year. Like I said, at the end of the month here, I put them in brumation for a few months, pull them out, warm them up, and go from there. Next year, I'm shooting for the toxic. I have one available. Family Jewels definitely have one available. It's an axanthic, 66% het for toxic, and it eats like its name implies. It's a hog, and it's 66% het toxic. It's an axanthic. It's a female, and if you go to my channel, you can see pictures of it eating and everything. I got videos of it up there eating. Well, I'll probably have some of them next year too. Gavoon Vipers definitely look amazing. There was this place when I out by in Jenkintown, Pennsylvania, and it was down the street from this pet store called Martin's Aquarium. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of Martin's Aquarium before, but it was an amazing store. I don't know if you guys ever read the book, The Lizard King. Well, they talk about Martin's Aquarium in that book. And remember the people, that's one of the places I used to hang out was Martin's Aquarium with all those people and stuff. A lot of the people that are mentioned in that book. But down the street was a store. It was called Jay's Reptile House. And they had every kind of venomous reptile you could think of. Because, I don't know what the laws are right now in Pennsylvania, but back then you could own anything. They ended up shutting the store down because a couple of these gaboon vipers got out and people found them behind trash cans and stuff, and the police had to go out and get them. And the guy didn't have his stuff secured properly. Brumation? David, is that what you're talking about? It's where you put them down, they get cold. It's not quite hibernation because they're still awake. You just got to make sure they have clean water for a few months. With hognose, you got to get them pretty cool. Well, at least that's what I do. I get them pretty cool. Son? Who you calling son, Jeff? Yeah, it's a cool down period. Soon you're going to take a year off. You take a year off, Jeff, and you and I will travel around and visit all the big reptile breeders. We'll videotape the whole thing. Yeah. Well, you can do weekend trips. Go here for a weekend. Go there for a weekend. Go there. Go there. You know? Okay, David, let me ask you a question, Theory. How many more snakes do you plan to add to your collection? This year, is what I should say. Because I plan to add a few this year myself, but lemon blasts are cool. Uh, David Whalen, you don't have anything that needs a brewmate. You don't have no colubrids or nothing, do you? Okay. Have you ever thought about getting something like colubrids or something, or trying to breed them? Did the wife say no because you work so much, or did she say no because you have enough, or just plain old no? I have my dream ball python, which was always has been a pied, but there's a few things out there that I was looking at that I'm trying to make something now that's very interesting, and we'll have to see how it goes. Super gravels are just, they're. It's amazing that more people are not working with the gravel stuff to try to really, really produce stuff like super gravels and things like that. Confusion gene's pretty cool. But my dream python to ever own would have to be probably a blackhead python. My dream colubrid would have to be something along the lines of like a yellowtail crebo or a eastern indigo and things like that. Yeah, they are. And the yellowtail crebo, I really, really want one of them in my collection sooner or later. David, you probably should not have. Yeah, that's a hidden gene Woma, Jeff. You probably shouldn't have said that because the chances of it actually biting you and affecting you are slim to none. You should let her watch my videos and see. Mangrove snakes are really cool. Yes. But David Whalen, you need to let her watch my videos and see me holding them or something. If you guys want me to do a video for you, David, if it'll help you in any way, shoot me a message. I'll do a video and for you guys specifically. Yeah, but the mangrove snakes are they're awesome as far as I'm concerned, and but their bite would be a little worse than like a hognose or something like that. Is my picture coming in clear and am I sounding good with everybody? Anything in a cat eye family there is very interesting. False water cobra is very interesting. I have seen, they say they're real fang too, and they say that their venom isn't very bad or anything like that. But I have seen a false water cobra bite a mouse, and the mouse died pretty quick, almost as fast as I've seen them. I've seen some rattlesnakes bite a mouse and it died pretty quick, but the false water cobras was up there a little bit, pretty quick when it bit the mouse. It bit really hard and let it go. Chewed a couple seconds, let it go. Mouse walked over and died. It was kind of shocking to me to know that their venom was that potent. Lessers are very amazing. I like the Mojave also. What's that? The puffing snake got real big head when he picked it up. Yeah, they're pretty cool too, Jeff. I got the lesser spider I just picked up at this show. No, it wasn't a puff adder. He's talking about BHB Brian Barczyk. He's talking about the puffing snake that puffed its whole neck up when you pick it up, Yeah, they're really big too, Jeff. They get pretty big, and they're pretty interesting. I also like the tiger rat snake. Oh, lesser is one of my favorite genes. I like the lesser. I like the butter. I like Mojave. Anthill pythons are very cool. They're smaller. I find it amazing because some of them babies, when they hatch out of the eggs, just smaller. They're small like king snake, little baby like corn snake, king snake size, but they're pretty cool. They're another species that I could find that if I came across and had the means or the ability to grab it, I would get it. Carpet pythons is one species I've never owned. I don't know, gotta love carpet pythons is right here. As a matter of fact, she can answer more questions about carpet pythons than I could ever answer. How you doing? Gotta love carpet pythons. Yeah, you made it today. Can't complain. I'm doing pretty good. Cannot complain. Yeah, I've had blood pythons. I've had lots of them, and I like them. Yes. I like the brittle eye, David. Yes, Jeff, there is a ton of stuff still to be created. I mean, it's amazing all the morphs that are out there and all the things that are still yet to be made by combinations. Yeah. I don't. I just like the 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 color contrast on them. I like the color, the reddish color that most of them have. So if I don't know if I've asked anybody, does everybody in here have a dream python or a dream snake that they want that they don't have in their collection, other than ball pythons? Like, is there like a dream animal that you guys would want that is a snake in your collection? Yes. Which can you have one where you're at there? Indigo, yes. Viper boa, very good. You want to? Yeah, that's a ball python though. Other than a ball python, that's what I thought. You're stuck with these strictly like Australian species, am I correct? A retic? You ever had a retic before, David? Or any retic or any specific retic or just a retic? Yes. And there's a bunch of Australian species that I would love to have. I like them too, David. Ah, because of space, yes. But David, Wayland, what would be your dream snake other than a ball python? Yes, they're very nice. You live down south somewhere, right, James? Oh, pied rattlesnake. Very good. Yes. But again, where you're located at it, you know what you need to do, gotta love carpet pythons? You gotta open up yourself a zoo and get a permit for a zoo, and then you can get anything you wanted, I think. Couldn't you or no? I don't know. I've never been to a zoo over there. I think that was a sidewinder, Jeff. Or it could have been a red diamondback or something like that. I'm not sure. And I believe the one you're talking about was um, I think it was hypomelanistic or something that she found, if that's the one I'm talking about. Yes, George is very tough on the indigo laws. Did you ever think of getting a Texas indigo? Yeah, I'd have to agree. I would want just a reptile zoo. Give me a minute. There's a black pearl reptiles, I believe it is, has a whole list. He breeds a lot of indigos. I believe it's black pearl, and he has Texas indigos. He's got black-tailed crebos, yellow-tailed crebos. He's got all that, and that's what he does. Yeah, I like venomous stuff too. That'll be an awesome trip, won't it, David? They are very smart and intelligent. I like the boom slang also, Jeff. You wonder why? What did she say? Why she's intrigued by the spitting cobra? You don't want me being smart of me. A Maine. Hey Reagan, how you doing? I'll tell you, to be honest with you, the main reason I don't have venomous reptiles, I've never really kept venomous reptiles due to the fact that where I live, I can't really have them. But when I was down in Oklahoma, you could. And my problem is I have a problem. If I have something, I have to touch it. That may have sounded bad, sounded wrong or something, but when it comes to reptiles, I have to hold it and touch it. And Becky knows this. And if I had something like rattlesnakes, I would be trying to pick it up. When I caught that, David's laughing. When I caught that, the copperhead, as soon as I seen it, I knew I had to catch it. You guys understand what I'm saying? So it would be tough for me to have anything. Cape Cobra is one of the most beautiful cobras there is, Jeff. Yeah, I have to agree. I couldn't own one because I would be like so tempted to want to touch it. I couldn't just look at it. I would have to touch it. I'm like a little 2-year-old when it sees like a knickknack. It's got to touch it. Yeah, see, you're a hands-on person too. You just, and and deep down inside, you know that it could be a bad day. Yeah, he's different. I like the way he does stuff. Yeah, they're not for handsy keepers, and I agree. And that would be my main problem. Um, I am always picking up the hog nose and stuff like that, and I know that they could have a little bit of a tough bite to them. That's that's why when I ran a pet store, every reptile we've ever had in a place bit me. Every single one. Because I had to touch it. I had to pick it up. I had to hold it. I was bit by a savanna monitor that was 3 foot long, grabbed me by the inside of the arm, jumped off and started spinning, almost took a chunk of skin because I had to pick up. Did that teach me not to touch it? No. Because I'd pick it up again. Yeah, Elvis is pretty cool. I like some of the videos he has when he lets it roam around a little bit, when he follows it around. It's like, you can't be there, you can't go there. Why would you can train monitors to be decent? This is the pet store. It came in big and it bit me. In the wild? It would have to be a tie between a rattlesnake and a hognose. I mean, not a hognose, but a copperhead. Yeah. Tegus are awesome. You can train them. They end up being gentle giants somewhat. Same with the water monitors, can be pretty cool. Yeah, Viper Keeper has somewhat of a talent there. Very interesting individual. But did you guys see the one where he accidentally threw the snake? He was picking up a jump and it jumped off the hook, kind of flew at his wife there. Yes, then definitely. I could tell you some horror stories I've seen. David Theory. Yes, I like that too. I agree with you, David. I mean, with Theory. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Oh, you went to the show to sell animals, Reagan? Is that what you? I went to the show and had someone tell me that a radio tick would get big. Oh, wouldn't get big if you didn't feed it a lot. Well, that kind of is a true statement when it comes to dwarfs. If you feed it a lot, it's going to get big regardless. But if you control the amount you feed it and stuff, they kind of do stay on a small. Not that they're going to stay small. It's hard to explain it that way. Let me see. Yeah, they do have a bad bite. No, not starving the snake. That's not what I'm saying. when you get like a super dwarf, you can't just pound it full of food or it'll get big. Hey, volunteer. Oh, okay. See, yeah. My bad, Reagan. I misunderstood what you were saying. Thanks for stopping in. I had a friend who had his nose bit off by an iguana. Literally. They had to reattach it. It was a big male. Oh, okay. I got you. Not much. Not much up here. What's up with you, volunteer? Yeah, you wouldn't want to keep it in a small enclosure. They definitely need a larger enclosure. I agree, David. They have very powerful jaws. The topic is just talking a little bit about everything. Unlike yesterday, was about bacon, I think. I have to agree. Doesn't sound like a nice guy. At least should have known better than to mess with you, Reagan. Should have known. Yep. Very powerful tails. Not so. Well, again, that depends on. It may not have been a super dwarf, but if you feed even a dwarf retic a lot of food, it will get biggie. It'll get biggie. It'll get big. Yeah, see, that's the problem with going to shows. You got to look at people who just don't know what they're talking about, Reagan. Sorry that you had that experience at a show and it's something you love so much. Just don't let it discourage you, because for every one person out there, there's a whole group like everybody that's in here that are got it together for you. Gotta. That's a good one. Oh, you're so. A couple days before that was. Oh God, you're so funny, David. That's hilarious. That's hard to say. I don't really deal with the iguanas or nothing like that, so I would not be the person to ask who to go to. I know. I do believe that Tom Crutchfield still has a bunch of iguanas for sale in his stuff. He doesn't. I think he's slowing down a little bit now, but I think he still has some. We're all proud of you, Reagan. You know, hey, LKB, what's up? James, I have to agree that every iguana, I'm not saying they all are, every iguana I've dealt with in the pet store, every iguana I've ever owned, every iguana my friends have ever owned have been part devil. Like I said, I had a friend who had a nose bit off. They had to re-stitch it. And I had another friend whose finger got bit 90% off by these big males. Well, rhino iguanas seem to be about male rhino iguanas seem to be very docile for just laid back somewhat. But I don't know much about them, so I couldn't tell you if there's laid back all year round or just during breeding season or what. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Is it rhino iguanas? I might be thinking of rock. No, it's got to be a rhino iguana. Yeah. All right. See you in a couple minutes. Yeah, I know that. Just you don't think so, but even geckos are somewhat unpredictable. They're not very big. They're not going to rip a finger off or nothing. But yeah, they can be a little unpredictable sometimes. No, I didn't, Reagan. I did not see that video. It'd be pretty interesting to see. Black-throated monitors are pretty cool. I don't know if they are calm when they get bigger or not, but I know they're pretty cool. Yes, he does have a rhino iguana, and it's tame. Yeah, I could see that. They're pretty cool. Everybody be like, I want one. See, the thing with the pet store, and even the ones my friends had, they were all adults when I seen them, even bigger ones. And I feel that if I got one from a baby and raised it up, I'd probably be thinking differently of them. But yeah, that's a shame, Reagan. Be cool to see, though, huh? Well, I think it would be cool to see just for educational reasons, because people think it's an iguana, it's a monitor. How bad could the bite be? Yes, I knew that. Gotta love carpet pythons. That's what happens when you got a reptile addiction. But I suppose your mom saw that and was like, "No, I don't think so." Water monitors are pretty cool. I have to admit that. They also get pretty big and need a big area. I know the black throat monitors get pretty big. Stayed under 4 feet. There are some Aki species that stay pretty small. I mean, literally, like, wait, wrong way. Small, about a foot or so. Yeah. That is kind of funny until they get bigger. Yeah, no, they're not real popular, but there are some that stay pretty small. Good to have you back. It didn't. I had the one bit my thumb and rolled. Yes, I have seen it. Yeah, I suppose that would be scary too, because they're closely related to the Black Widow, if I'm not mistaken, the redbacks, but a little bit worse. What's my specialties? I don't know. I got a bunch of I put a helpful tip in tomorrow's video. So if you guys want to see something helpful, you guys go check that out. Some good information in there. Reagan, did you pick anything up at the show today? Yeah, Cresties are kind of cute when they do that. I tried to get Becky into going to Australia, and she says, I'm not going to Australia. I'll get off the plane and a mosquito will bite me and it'll kill me. That was so funny. What do you mean by that, volunteer? I don't know what you're asking about. I don't understand what you because I've done pretty much everything. I used to breed retics. I bred berms, boas, ball pythons, colubrids, things like that. California king snakes, you name it. I also have bred discus fish. Yeah. What are them jack ants? I can't remember what they're called. It'll take me a minute, but I'll think of it. Ackies, depends on what kind you're talking about. Some of the smaller ones, are pretty cool, but Ackies kind of got an attitude. Even, I'm be honest with you, they do. And you got to set their enclosures up different. Many people set their enclosures up in levels. They build a little stand in there at different levels, so they got different heat levels all the way up. You put the hot spot right over top of it, changes the heat all the way down. Jumping jacks, that's what it is. Took me a minute. What's you can call them super long trucks there, David? Is that the one you're talking about? Yes, I knew you were thinking that. I've seen that them super trucks too. Ah. I had a teacher who lived there for many, many years in Australia. Yeah, they're pretty interesting, those big long trucks they got over there like that. Did you ever think of becoming an ice road trucker, David? Well, I got a few that'll be up to size. I'm hoping the one will be up to size by next year. If I keep her out of brumation and put her in brumation, really feed her good, and put her in brumation at the very end of the brumation season, she may be okay. Yeah, I breed ball pythons, hognose, king snakes. I know. They had some at the show I was at, but they were normals, and that's not what I want. I need to add some albinos and things like that to my collection. The normals are also nice, very nice. I like the normals. The leucistic hognose, I've seen the white hognose, yes. Only in pictures, though. I've never seen one in person. Snows are awesome too. Snow, the toxic is a form of a snow because the toffee belly is a form of albino, and the axanthic is the axanthic. You put the two together, and you get what they call a toxic, and a toxic is a form of snow, technically speaking. Technically, I would love to have tricolors. They had they can get about 600 grams. They get pretty good size. Some hognose females. Get a VPI axanthic. That takes a lot of work. Triple recessives. The Madagascar giant hognose, yeah, they're okay. You like them, they're awesome for, but it's nothing I would want. I shouldn't say it, they're okay. It's just something I would never want. I have to take that back. They are awesome, but I wouldn't want one. Stevie, how you doing, buddy? What kind of carpet? I yeah, it definitely depends on the combos, Jeff. I'm sorry I skipped over you up there. But I do believe all triple are going to be pricey. Aha. Very nice. You gotta love carpet pythons. Has some beautiful ones. I've always been fascinated with Australia due to all the reptiles. It's mainly probably the crocodiles, I guess. They're pretty sharp looking, Jeff. Yeah. Kevin McCurry from Nerd. You got the only other kingsnake.com. You can go on there and look and see what they've got. They got lists of people on there who got all kinds of stuff. They got trying to think of who else. I don't know. I've never bought from some of the people I'm going to mention, so I wouldn't know. Backwater Reptiles, never bought from them, so I couldn't tell you what they are all about. LL, I've never purchased from them, so I can't tell you how well they are, or nothing like that too. So there's a few places you can check. Yes, you got to watch stuff like that, Reagan. Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. Yes. Well, also the same goes for you, volunteer. Come check my chat, my thing out. Peace out, David. See you later, buddy. Good night, good night, buddy. But then it also depends on what kind of carpet it is, because some carpets are cheaper, Reagan, so I don't know. Talk to you later, volunteer. Yeah, see, you got to watch stuff like that too, Reagan. Sometimes lower price stuff could be trouble. I don't think he has them for sale yet, Slash, so I don't know. You wouldn't spend over $1,000, Stevie? Is that what you said? Pat Stabby's pretty cool. Yeah, it all depends on what it is, on how much I would spend on it. Yes. And the Pompeii was as a step up from the magma. Am I correct on that? You just said you wanted a Pompeii. Yes. I'll tell you what. You buy them both. I'll take care of them for you, so you never have to worry about nothing. I'm just messing with you, Jeff. It's funny. You would sell your Jordan collection? That would be tough for you to do, wouldn't it? I mean, you love your shoes, Jeff. Where are you going to work at, Stevie? Yeah, I would say around 75K for sure. So, Jeff, sell your Jordan collection, buy a pair. What do you do there, Stevie? Depends on that, Jeff. You would have to raise them up. Security. A lot of fun doing that. You gotta have to raise them up, breed them together, hit the Pompeii again, because there's probably more in that than that. You could probably hit a variety of things. Might take a lot just to hit another Pompeii. Yeah, there's people already trying to put stuff together to get it. But like I was saying, when you produce, even if you bred a Pompeii to Pompeii, there's a lot of stuff in it. You'll probably hit this and that and this and that before you even hit a Pompeii. Yeah, David, do you know what's in it to make a Pompeii? Because I never really checked it out. Because I don't know what's in it. I never really even checked into it to try to figure it out. Because yeah, I tried to figure it out one day, just kind of figuring out what was in it. And I know that the red stripe is in it for sure, but it's hard to say what's in it. And then the spot nose probably blew the pattern up to come out real cool, but I'm not sure what else is in it. I think I wrote it down once, what I thought was in it. I'd have to look to see if I could find it again. Do I have it sitting here? I may have it sitting here just to get your guys' opinion on what I thought was in it. Let me see. Is it this one? It might be this book here. I'm not sure though. Wait a minute. Let me see it. I got it. What is this? That's Becky's work. Let me see. Give me a minute. I'll see what I can find here. Might not even be in this book. Let me see. I'm not sure. Oh, let me see. Nope. Nope. Not there. Not there. It's not in this one. It's in my other one. And I'm not sure if I got that sitting. And of course I do. Yes. Yeah. Guys, I got my other two books right here. Let me see here. I try to jot everything down. And then I'll tell you what I think that some of the things that I thought would be in it. But I am not sure. Might not be this one either. No. It might be this book though. Let me see. No. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking for this. You guys can talk amongst yourself for a minute. I'm trying to find it. I don't think no, I don't think you revealed what's in it either, but I'm going to give you what I personally think may be in it. It's just my opinions. It does not mean that I am correct in any way, but I could be. You never know. I don't think it's this book either. No, not this one either. But I got one more book to go through real quick, guys. And I know I got it written in one of these books somewhere, what I think would be in it. And I know that if I were to tell you what I think were in it, you guys could have an idea of what you think. But I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I write a lot of stuff down, and I probably shouldn't. Let me see. No, that's not it. I don't know if I'm going to find that. It might have been a different book altogether. A lot of leopard gecko notes here. I think he takes a lot of notes on leopard geckos. I don't think I'm going to find it, guys. I know, and when I do find it, I will tell you guys what my opinion is of what I think. I don't know if any of you guys write stuff down like crazy. To see if you guys, I don't know. It's not going to be in any one of these books, guys. I will have to look in one of my other books later. I'm sorry, guys. It took too much time. Let me see. I don't know if there's coral glow in it, Stevie. I think it was a red back, and spot nose. I know I have it written down somewhere what I think it is, but again, that's just a guess. I don't think a coral glow would. I think a coral glow would throw the color off completely, Stevie, but I'm not sure. Justin Cavalca told you that, Stevie. The magma has a coral glow in it. Yes, I have to agree. With the coral glow. But do you think there's coral glow in the magma there, David? Okay. If you release that, you sure you didn't release that just to mess with people's heads so they start trying stuff and don't get nowhere? I don't know. You're sorry about what, Stevie? Nothing to be sorry about, buddy. Nothing at all. Okay. I've seen the one Miguel has, yeah. But I think Doesn't the one that Miguel have, isn't that a coral glow magma though, or whatever, or something? I don't know. I could be mistaken. I think I'm mistaken completely. I got confused somewhere here. Are you saying yeah to me, Theory, or you talking to Stevie? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Stevie, I'm in your same boat. I suffer pain constantly, so I don't sleep much at all. Yeah, I think this the one I was talking about was a spot nose one. That might be why. I think they do stuff like that, a bunch of different things, just to mess with people's heads, because he doesn't want everybody producing it or something. I don't know. Well, guys, 2 hours. I think I'm getting off. It's been a long one. Thanks for everybody coming in. Theory Tuesday. You're gonna have something Tuesday, and about the Cayman, that thing that you were talking about up there, and you said you were joking. I misunderstood what you were saying, so no hard feelings, just peace. Yes, some of them prices are crazy. All right, guys. I will talk to everybody later. Thanks for tuning in. This was a great one. Thanks for joining us. Gotta love carpet pythons. Enjoyed having you in here, and everybody else is in here. We'll do this. Try to do this every night. I don't know. Do my best. I'll do my best. Because on the nights Becky has a hard time sleeping and she's got work the next day, I know it ain't gonna happen. So peace out.